Space Invaders for Nintendo 64. This is pretty much just the exact same basic gameplay of the original Space Invaders arcade classic, just updated graphics and a few extra bells and whistles. So let's talk about the good parts about the game.
Pretty simple gameplay, pretty... Like, there's a lot of unique enemies, believe it or not, at the start of every mission. Shows you a new enemy type that you're going to be going up against. There's cool special, like abilities that you can do.
Yeah,
like,
different upgrades you can get.
Yeah, like if you kill all the yellow enemies, then you get the yellow power-up, which could be, like, you shoot a missile, and when it hits a target, it goes straight to the right, and it hits everything that's on the... would go on the right. Like, all of them have, like, different abilities.
There's the one that goes through a whole line of guys, which is helpful.
And every planet has a different, like, kind of like special enemy to it. It's like special and unique that does its own thing. And then, of course, if you kill those, you get these gray, white ones. And then that's a unique power-up that's different on every planet as well. Like, you could shoot out, like, swarm missiles, or you could have a giant laser. It was really cool.
Yeah, and then also you can get, like, a double shot upgrade, which actually stays until you take damage and die. And then you can get a shield, which just gives you an extra hit. So those are super helpful as well. And then you're on each planet. You're going through all the planets, and then at the end of each planet, there's 10 levels, and then the 11th level is a boss fight.
All those bosses are off the chain. They're all different, and they're all just... It's like, you're just playing the game, and you're like, this is actually kind of easy, and then they throw the boss at you, and you're like, oh, shite. And you just get wrecked.
Those boss fights are the most challenging part of the game, but I really like the boss fights.
They were super awesome.
Each one of them's different, and you have to figure out the pattern, just like a lot of the classic games. But I like this part because some of them like just slam down on you, and you just have to dodge it. You can't do anything else. And then there's other ones who only use projectiles, and those are pretty easy to dodge. But then eventually, you get a bunch of them.
The screen,
and then it gets harder and harder to dodge. So those bosses kept it interesting.
Yeah, like when the first boss we went up against for the first time, we died. We died horribly. We got wrecked, and it was because it was so unexpected. Because the Space Invaders are just like going from side to side, shooting these enemies. Oh, watch the peaceful scenery on Pluto as you kill all these aliens. And out of nowhere, you got this boss is like, bam, bam, and you're like, oh, crap!
Yep.
And you really want, like, double shot. And so, like, when you die early on like that, you're, like, sitting here and you're, like, barely doing any damage because you need that double shot. And so when you don't have that double shot, you're, like, really hosed.
Yep. Okay, negative things.
My gripes, I'm, like, really pretty judgmental with this one because I actually played, like, a version of it that was on PlayStation. And in the opening of this one, it's just a frame by frame, like, shows a ship, like, start to take off, and that picture's done, and it shows you another picture and another picture. In the PlayStation 1 version, if I remember correctly, it was an actual cutscene, like, it showed you. And the graphics were better, it was smoother, I just felt like, I don't know, I felt just so much smooth. I felt like I was... When a game's, like, smoother, like, graphics-wise and just overall, I just feel like I can respond better, and I'm quicker better, and I can see things better.
Yeah, I haven't played the PlayStation 1 version, but I do know the N64 has the cartridge limitation, so there's not a lot of FMV stuff, or any kind of cutscenes, really, animation stuff. Which, I don't know, I feel like they could have fitted on in this game, because it's a short game, and there's not a lot involved in it. I don't know why they couldn't have fit some cutscenes, but whatever.
Yeah, and I was kind of like... I always do that. I had this problem where I'll get into a game like this that's on another system, and I'll be like, alright, here comes a cutscene, I've been here before, and then it doesn't happen. I'm like... And I go, wait, Nintendo 64.
Yep. Some other things, I guess it's just so basic, but that's not too negative. I like that it has the same core gameplay as Space Invaders, so if you're good at Space Invaders, the original arcade one, or Atari 2600 or something, you could probably be pretty good at this one. It's the same thing, just really beefed up, lots of extra power-ups, but it's the same core gameplay, so I don't think that's negative, but it is just basic. And typical people who are into N64 aren't going to go towards a game like this because it's so basic. But I liked it, and since N64 has such a small library of co-op games, I'm trying to get all of them that I can find, and this is one of the few, so definitely worth checking out. But
it was like fun to play through it, like maybe once, maybe
yeah,
twice. It's like definitely there's not much there or anything else like that, but it's
yep. I don't have
you
anything.
couldn't get me to play it by myself for sure.
No, it's fun to play through once, and it's pretty quick to play through. It took us about an hour.
They make
And
you work for it though. With
it
those
is pretty
bosses.
hard. The bosses are really hard,
Like everything else was just a breeze.
pretty much.
But I felt on the edge of my seat the entire time because I knew that boss was coming. Every
Yeah.
boss is very different. They're not going to be fighting the same thing. And it sucks because like the ones that shoot, you're like, oh, I got hit once. I just lost my shields. I'm okay. There's ones that smash the ground. Like if they hit you once, you're just
Yeah.
dead.
I don't have a lot of negative things to say about it. If you like Space Invaders, you should play it. The typical N64 owners not going to go towards something like this. They want to play actual 3D games like
Legend of Zelda. Like,
Mario 64, Mario Kart,
the
Banjo-Kazooie.
classics, what the console's known for.
Exactly, and this is not that. This is just a souped-up arcade classic game. I don't think there's much negative to say about it. It's really good. It's solid. It's just ordinary. Nothing special. I think I'd rate it like a 3.5 out of 5 also.
I'd rate it 3. It's just average. Just straight linear average. I mean, there's some cool strategy with it when you just target single enemies to get your colors right so you can get that awesome shot off.
Yeah.
But it's not needed, ever. I mean, you just blow through enemies like with single shot, and if you just have double shot, you just lay through it.
Yeah.
And they take your special away before you get to the boss anyway, so like, yeah, there's some cool stuff with it, cool, like, maybe strategy to it, but none of it's needed. It's just very straightforward, very linear.
I'd recommend it if you like Space Invaders, but I wouldn't recommend it to most N64 owners, honestly.
No, it's...
And there's better co-op games as well, so it's not like a great co-op experience. It's a fun game, it's a good game, but it's nothing special at all.
And it's true to the series, at least. We
Yeah.
can say that. It's like, I mean, if you're really into it, like, Space Invaders, like,
Yeah.
old gen, like, old gen. Like,
Yep.
yeah, you can pick it up and have fun with it. It's a new look. It's flashy, it's cool.
Yep.